R.I.P. DJ Unk.
Yeah.
Man, that hurt.
Atlanta's losing everybody.
Scissors added to the Super Bowl halftime show. So how do we feel about all of the black artists that performed at the inauguration ceremony? Dead silence.
It's hilarious that doubled down the way he did and said all that that he said, and for them to be able to put that aside.
What's up with your boy, man? DJ Whackademiks. I seen the comments he made about the little 15-year-old kid.
It wasn't even about, it was two.
Akademiks is a
Is Atlanta still at the top of the rap game, you think?
God, are you asking me?
Yes. I want to know.
So hurt.
You had tweeted, the day Santana realizes he's really a man is going to change his life forever.
Hey, listen.
When did he say that?
Today. See, y'all haven't seen him. Seeing this in person, it's just like, yo, you really think you a girl? What's good, people? It's your boy, way more fly than you. This is Audio Dope Podcast, episode number 4.
Yeah,
right?
I think this is
Season 2, episode 4. We have a very, 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 very special guest joining us today. You look better in person too, might I add.
Thank you. Are you wait to the camera?
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna introduce my partner first. Go ahead, bro.
What it do? It's your boy Teddy.
And ma'am, we have joining us today, Miss Shauna Reed. Would you like to tell the people who you are and what you do and why you're important to the city of Atlanta?
I am Shauna Reed, and you see how I changed my voice? Right now I'm a consultant. That just sums it all up. But I have worked in A&R, I have done branding, marketing, pretty much everything behind the scenes in music and entertainment.
Okay.
For some of your favorite Atlanta artists and influencers.
Would you mind naming some of the artists?
The one I'm most known for is Pee Wee Longway. I started with him in 2013-ish. I still with him. I don't want to make it seem like yeah.
He's still behind him.
Yeah.
Okay, free that boy.
Free Longway.
For sure.
But yeah, so I started with him, and pretty much was behind the scenes his whole career. And then I went into R&B for a minute with Tammy Rivera. She used to be married to Waka Flocka.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went to work more behind the scenes in consulting with Rap Coalition.
Okay.
Bet.
And then now I'm just, I went back to Pee Wee and that happened. So now I'm just...
Would you say behind the scenes is harder than in front of the scenes, or whatever the opposite of that is?
No, not now, because of everything that's happening for everybody in front of the scene. Like, I couldn't handle that.
Okay.
I couldn't, you got to be politically correct. The stuff you say.
Tell me about it.
So I find joy in like cleaning up stuff.
Oh, okay.
That's why I've always liked being behind the scenes.
Okay. Yeah, I probably need help with that. Because the world is just so sensitive now.
Yeah,
like it's not even.
Yep.
No matter what you say, like you could really have all genuine intentions, and there are going to be at least 10 people that are going to take what you said out of context the wrong way.
I feel like that's why some people wake up. They wake up to do that. Like that's their sole purpose on social media. Period, is to
cause hysteria.
Yeah, and counter whatever this certain person. They find people they just don't rock with. Can we cuss on here?
Yeah, we can.
Okay. Yeah. So they find people they don't fuck with, and then it's no matter what you say. If the sky is blue, no, the fuck is purple.
Right.
I feel like it's 50-50, right? Like with the sensitivity, I do believe that like people are like way more sensitive than what they used to be.
Yeah.
But I think on the flip side of it, I think there's always been a level of sensitivity, but the difference is there's visibility upon opinion with social media. So beforehand, you could feel how you feel, but there was no like medium to put it out there for everybody to see.
Yeah.
So now like anything you say can cause an issue because everybody can see it. So it's just adjusting with the times if you choose to adjust with the times that we currently live in.
And then also too, I don't know if this, cause we have a later segment called Shit You Said, and I don't know if this was a tweet you pulled, Teddy, but I'm gonna say it anyway. So I tweeted about an incident that happened in Miami. It was a guy, he got caught up with some inappropriate behavior with a minor, right? All I said was, y'all homeboy, he got caught with the girl.
I saw your tweet.
These people was cussing me out for not saying his name. And in my mind, I'm like, the nigga, one, that he got arrested. Two, he's already in jail. Me saying his name isn't going to make situation better or worse. They was like, and this is why black men are always protecting other black men when they do wrong. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? I said I just tweeted about the incident because I seen it on the news. That's all it was. But
on the flip side, if you wanted to know that badly, it's Google, and I'm sure you weren't the only person talking about it on social media.
Correct.
So.
But you know, that's just, you know, how people are. So first segment we got is called New Dope. So basically what we want to highlight is just new music. It could be a song, an album. It could be a piece of art that you're currently now, you know, digesting or diving into or indulging in. So we'll start with you, ma'am.
Okay. Well, y'all know I'm behind the scenes, so I'm always a few steps ahead of everybody. Right now, what I'm diving into is ATL Jacob has an artist, Crazy Black. He's been around for a long time. Like, he was with MPA.
Okay.
But they have been going in the past couple months and really cooking up some stuff. And Jacob is, as far as artist wise, like, I know people hate when producers are artists, but he he really is reminding me right now of like a baby Kanye. Like, he has been for years, he has stayed behind the scene, you know, like played his part,
right?
But he's also like honed his skill. Yeah. So I just feel like Jacob is really gonna be, he surprised me. He's really gonna be somebody to watch out for.
So he's dropping a project soon?
Well, he's working on his own music. I think he's more so focused on singles.
Okay.
But then he's also got an artist, like trap artist, that he's working with.
Because he had got a label deal, like, what was that, like a year or two ago?
Yep.
Republic, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
I was up there for that. So proud of that kid.
That's what's up.
Well, y'all know I'm trap music connoisseur.
Okay.
So I've been diving into Bodie James' release.
That's trap?
Yeah, that's trap. What you mean?
Bodie James?
I'm talking about drug rap, not trap music. Like,
just period.
Yeah. Like,
okay.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what the proper genre is. What is that? That's drug rap, maybe?
Elder rap.
What'd you call it? Elder rap?
So let me fill you in on him, right? So Teddy seems to believe that he's just so much younger than everybody that sit on this couch. He's literally 3 years younger than me, right? But he makes it seem like I'm just like this old ass nigga. I like these old ass rappers, and I indulge in old ass topics, and that's just not the case. So yeah, but I'm a big Bodie James fan, so I've been listening to his new tape.
Shout out to Bodie, man.
Yeah, man, and
he said elder rap, Bodie.
And Bodie is older too. Like, I think he might be 37. He is older though. He like 37. But the old niggas is running the game right now.
Period.
So you could call it what you call it, geriatric music. That's fine.
Oh no.
Yes, yes. Get him, please get him.
Let me hear his new, what he's got going on.
It's probably gonna be some Playboy Cardi bullshit or something.
Nah,
like
Cardi ain't dropped nothing new, so you know, it is what it is.
I gotta be political, so I can't say that.
Exactly. I'm fucking with the Central C project. Shout out to the UK.
How do you sit and listen to that for too long?
You took the words right out of my mouth.
No, like, nothing against. Hey,
Listen,
he's running the game.
Yeah,
but I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm so Southern. I cannot sit and listen to that.
I feel like it's when it comes to like the UKers. First and foremost, they like, I don't want to say they're running R&B, but I love everything from the UK R&B wise. But as far as the drill scene, the rap scene, either you love it or you hate it. There's no in between. So I already get it. Like,
yeah, I can't listen to Alfred from Batman for too long. Okay, so that's just not what I'm doing.
y'all sleep. Hey,
for real. Wait,
the Central Project hard. I love the because that was a topic of discussion yesterday on the timeline. I love the Bruno Sexy record, and I don't give a fuck about what nobody got to say.
Oh, I love it too.
Because what I'm seeing is like, sadly, I feel like we as a culture don't know what it is to appreciate mainstream hit records in urban. Like, we're so in our niche spaces and we're cool with that like when an urban artist, Sexy got enough records for you ratchet ass, drugged out, weed smoking fucking hood boogers. It's time to elevate.
Right.
And that's what she did with this record here. And it was a hit before it ever left the studio. And I can't wait to see what it does. Like, you just can't deny the song. You can deny her because there's people that just have a bias against her, you know. But when you put Bruno on a song like that, man,
he can't miss.
It sounded exactly like I expected it to sound before I even pushed play. Like, it's a hit.
It's a hit. It's a hit.
Yeah, okay. But yeah, I like the record too. I was listening to it on the way here. And I just think that right now she got the right people around her because they're elevating her in spaces where, you know, she may not be the favorite, but she's kind of rubbing shoulders with the right people to make the right music. So
and that's part of the struggle too. So I really salute her whole team because that, you know, you get those one or two maybes,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden you know, if your team isn't solid, that's what I tried to preach to Pee Wee forever. But if you just got to listen to your team, you got to keep the right people around you and just try some stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yep.
that's what's up. R.I.P. DJ Unk.
Yeah.
Rest in
Man,
peace.
that hurt.
Atlanta's losing everybody.
Yeah, man.
Like, this is it's crazy.
Where were you when Walk It Out came out? I know where I was.
I don't even.
That's what,
That
05,
was
6?
like 05, 6, I think, right?
Yeah.
I don't know, but I tell you, every time that shit came on in the club,
Yes.
whew,
You were in Atlanta with it, right?
Yep.
Oh,
Damn.
I was in Tallahassee.
I was in Tallahassee.
Yep.
You
Yeah.
both are from? Y'all
Well,
both from Tallahassee?
Hell no.
Hell
I'm
no,
from
no,
Miami.
we just went to school there. I'm
Yeah.
from Tampa.
Oh, woo, excuse me.
You know,
Excuse me.
that's
Hell
like,
no,
yeah,
Miami.
that's like, you know, we asking is you from Griffin.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm not from Atlanta, so it's,
Oh, where are you
I'm
from?
from Warner Robins, which is
Okay.
Macon.
Okay,
Yeah.
Macon, yeah.
So the Griffin won't hit me too bad. I'm like, no, Warner Robins.
Oh yeah, y'all cousins then.
Murder Macon.
I got you.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
But yeah, 06, and then of course, then when Payne jumped on the remix, oh my God, it just
Another
it catapulted
stratosphere.
the
Yes.
record. So
Was that the best verse to you?
absolutely,
Do we know
Walk
what,
it out.
Do we know what happened yet? Can we ask that?
I don't know. I
'Cause
haven't
didn't
seen
hear
any reports.
anything.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything. Who you got as the best verse?
3 Stacks.
Over Payne? No.
Hell
sorry.
yeah.
I'm
Bro,
sorry.
you sick.
I'm sorry.
You sick.
No.
Bro, how GPS Grady? You that sick?
No.
It's a conversation.
Everybody.
That T-Pain had a better verse than 3 Stacks.
You know my bank.
Walk it out like
got a lot of
Usher.
zeros. I'm Teddy Payne.
Come on, bro.
Tallahassee hero.
You sick.
Everybody
He
knows
gonna
that
ride with
verse.
it, too.
Sick.
He gonna ride with it. Too. You
Everybody
supposed to
knows
ride
that
with
verse
Florida.
though.
Everybody know that 3 Stacks had the best verse on that record,
I
bro.
have to disagree.
Because he ain't had no business being on a song like that in the first place. And he got on there and showed his God-made ass crack on that bitch. It's like...
this is prime Teddy Payne. Everything he touched turned to platinum.
True.
And I just don't see no other verse being better than him.
Nah, bro.
I'm sorry. I have to, and I'm
Stick
a ride with Florida.
ride with
I got
Florida.
to.
Hey.
I got to.
I'm
And I
gonna
love
stick with
Stacks.
Florida, but I'm going to ride with the
What's
legend.
right? What's right?
The-
Look at
the-
me.
exactly.
All right, but Shawty, you the tiebreaker. So who you got?
Come on, 3 Stacks. Come on.
These
Like,
niggas. Can't believe y'all trying
Yes.
to Teddy pin their ass down like that. That's amazing.
We're not trying them.
we're not, yeah.
I-
That's what it is.
Who are the other verses though?
They're going to show you how forgettable it
Right.
is. They're going to show you. I remember because I looked it up. It was like Jim Jones
Oh,
and
yeah,
Big
no.
Boy.
Get out of here.
But like, yeah, you remember Teddy Payne and 3 Stacks, and specifically 3 Stacks.
I would definitely want to see like a poll of who would think had
that'd
the
be a
better
good one.
verse.
Yeah.
Yes.
That'd be a good one. That's like a whole timeline.
Absolutely. It's a lot of
Combo.
arguments. You know, a lot of people probably talk about my mama like they normally do.
Over a record,
No,
boy.
listen, you should. The amount of tweets that I have to mute is just.
Yeah, but you be throwing them off though. I really I really admire like you and Paris. Shout out my girl Paradise Paris.
Yeah.
Because if I got on there and even began to say some of the shit that I want to say. First of all, this one right here, Larry Miller is behind the camera, ladies and gentlemen. Would be at my doorstep
Yeah.
so quick.
I mean, I don't think I'm that bad though.
No,
I just
you're
think
not
I'm-
as bad as Paris. 'Cause Paris, ooh.
I'm so happy you said that on camera.
No.
Because she tends to think that I'm worse than her, and that is the
That's
furthest
my
from
girl,
the
and
truth.
she's gonna double down on whatever.
She gonna tweet it, then she gonna make a video.
Come on.
Then she gonna
Come
hit
on.
Snapchat
And
with
she gonna
it.
get. I
your
done called her in the
coins, Paris,
spaces
get your
hollering, bro.
coins.
I
She
don't
know
go
how to
that
do
far. Mine just be text. You know what I'm saying?
She
And then I
knows
leave
how to
it
do
there.
it.
Yeah, for sure. But shout out to Paris, man.
For sure.
SZA's added to the Super Bowl halftime show.
You seen the commercial?
I have
Did I?
not yet.
Yes, I did.
I have not yet.
Yeah, the commercial's fire. A lot of people. Shout out Low at Apple Music. They were saying it's like a lot of nuggets in the commercial. I'm not like thinking that deep, but it was dope to see. You know, I think it was kind of like 1 + 1 = 2. Anyways,
Right.
The halftime performance is going to be a preview of what the tour is. So I knew SZA was going to be in some way, shape, or form a part of it, but I didn't know they were going to like broadcast her as like an additional act for it. I'm wondering if she's the end of it, because what a lot of people were saying was from the commercial and seeing like the line of people walking through, that it was a hint to Tyler, the Creator, and that he may be a part of it.
Oh.
And then also too, you know, it's in New Orleans, so we're all like, oh, are we going to get a Hot Boys? Will this Wayne thing subside and he come out? So it's only 13 minutes, so it's only so much.
Yeah,
that could be.
They're not pushing it to 15.
I don't know. I feel like the year that Rihanna did it, that wasn't last year, was it? 2 years ago when Rihanna did it, they made it like a little bit longer.
Okay.
But somebody on Twitter said that shit was 13 minutes. I don't know how long it technically is, but it ain't that long.
Who would you want to see him bring out?
I would love. I
would love for Wayne to come for sure.
Yeah, I would like to see Wayne.
Yeah.
Too.
That would be that. Yeah.
But what song we want to hear Wayne sing? Super Bowl stuff. What song?
Definitely not Lollipop.
Do, 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 do.
My
That might be
God.
hard. I ain't gonna lie.
That would be hard.
Yeah. What's
No,
wrong with
what would
Lollipop?
it be? Like for real though, what would it be?
That's what I'm asking. What else we got? Fireman? Definitely not hearing Fireman.
Go DJ.
We not hearing Go DJ. Like what?
Yeah, what would
I
it be?
feel like it would be what's the freestyle record? Flo Milli just did the shit over. Like his known big.
A
what you
Millie?
call it?
I would not.
A
want-
Millie.
I mean, he'll probably do a Millie.
Oh,
More than like,
no.
I don't want to hear a Millie.
I'd
either.
rather hear them go DJ. if I hear that.
Definitely not giving us Go DJ.
What would he? No, that's a really good question.
I think we talked about it on here before too. Like he just don't, and we battled about Wayne having those types of records that are just, you know, known across the globe. Like I don't think his catalog speaks to that. He's more of a side B. But it's side B, the upper echelon of side B.
yeah,
You know what I'm
for
saying? With the freestyles and all of his album cuts and stuff like that. So I definitely would. I would want to see Wayne come out for sure.
Definitely Wayne. But like thinking about like SZA and Kendrick, because the conversation was like that. People want to see them do a joint project. I'm a part of people too.
Yep.
Because like
Yeah,
every
that'd be
record
dope.
I've heard from them is
That'd be dope.
amazing. But all the stars being performed at halftime, because it's going to. There's like no way, shape, or form. All the stars being performed at halftime is going to be so fucking epic, yo. Like,
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what this halftime show is going to look like. I know a lot of people after Beyonce did her joint for the Houston one for Christmas, people was trying to like talk shit and like, oh, Kendrick got to follow her. And this is like, listen, between Kendrick Lamar and Dave Free,
Yeah.
trust me when I tell you this halftime is going to be fucking epic. It don't even make no sense. So
Are you?
TDE is just it.
Yeah, we love
like
them.
they
We
are
definitely-
the blueprint.
We definitely TDE fans over here. Are you a part of the Hive? Before I say what I'm about to say,
Who, me?
yes,
I rock with Beyonce, but
I like
y'all
Beyonce
know
too.
I'm a
I just
trapper,
want to
so
know. I just want to know what was so spectacular about that particular performance. The
It's
one.
just her. They don't care. I don't care. Beyonce could fucking.
you
It's
didn't
her.
you didn't feel like it was
It was cool. I mean, it didn't stand out as one of the better performances to me.
so
like, it's
nuggets,
just-
bro. Nuggets. It's the culture. It's the culture of what she is doing, right?
Right.
So, and I preference it by saying, because I ain't even got a preference. People already know I'm not a Beyonce head like that. But Renaissance kind of brought me around, like. But it's the nuggets from the whips that they drove out and she was in. Like that's a Houston staple, right?
Okay.
Her showing love to all the black country artists, the Shabuzi appearance,
Right.
like these different little nuggets, like are her ode to the culture on mainstream's biggest stage, because the NFL shitted on the NBA Christmas Day
sure.
per ratings.
Yeah.
So on mainstream's biggest stage, she's still finding a way to be black as the fuck, and that's what makes it great.
I think that is
Okay.
great. I'm
Okay.
strictly speaking of the actual performance. Like, because when topics come up, people say they compare a lot of times that she's the greatest performer ever. over Michael, over Prince, over Usher, over a lot of these other people. But you got people like, again, like I say, Usher, this nigga is backflipping on roller skates. He's singing, he's dancing.
He's 50 years old.
And exactly. Like that's to me, that's what I'm talking about when I talk about a actual performance. Yes, I like ponies just like everybody else. She rode out on the pony. She was on the back of the car. That's great. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, Usher Raymond
is better than Beyonce as a performer.
As a performer,
bruh.
Yes.
You're gonna get slaughtered on your own time by
That's
that.
fine.
But
okay.
Secondarily, I wouldn't even jock that shit there, bro. There is Michael Jackson and there's Beyonce. What's her name? Carter Knowles. Like it's 1A, 1B.
Where y'all putting Chris Brown? Because we always
and Chris
forget.
Brown is right to me next to Usher.
Chris is
so both of them are above Beyonce in my book.
No, wait,
because as far as performing goes, do you see what Chris Brown does?
Chris Brown.
He backflipped on beat to March Madness. That's dope.
You know how hard that is?
That's dope.
That's very hard to do.
That's dope.
I think people see that, and because like the Beyonce conversation we were just having, because it's her, they just expect greatness.
Yeah.
To actually do that shit standing still, bro, that is not easy. I don't give a fuck. And Chris Brown, what, 34, 35, something like that? You know, he's getting up there in age, but he's been doing it since he was like 16.
No, yeah, kudos. And that's why I'm always here for, people like to knock Chris, but he is definitely one of the top 5 greatest performers of all time. Period.
Absolutely.
Like, okay. And I'm not going to argue with you about it.
Absolutely.
But what I will say, this is why Beyonce is above these niggas you naming. Definitely Usher. Come on, bro. Like, if you look at her show, the difference is she's a part of hands-on the coordination of the production of the show.
That's great.
Where they aren't.
That's cool.
So they're out there doing the 1-2 that someone's instructing. She's the one that's helping put it together. It's levels.
I get it.
So, and please, like I say, I'm not a Beyonce head like that. But
yeah, they love
they
Beyonce.
love their Beyonce. But I just gotta recognize greatness where it is. Like
she is definitely great. Absolutely, I would never take that away from her. You say Super Bowl Versus. So you want to explain kind of what we was going with that?
Oh yeah, Super Bowl Versus, right? So like basically what it came to me, because I just left watching the game, and I'm sure it's at 0 right now. So Philly more than likely won. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Washington. Jaden Daniels balled out this year, right? So basically it's gonna be Philly versus KC or Buffalo. So thinking about the respective cities and the artists that come from those cities. Tell me who you got between take someone from Philly, KC, Buffalo, they record, and who if we battling it out, who is it gonna be?
Yeah, Philly beat
the
their
Village
ass.
Idiot.
Jesus.
Y'all know who the first person I thought of when you said Philly?
Who?
The Village Idiot.
Oh.
That's why I started laughing.
I mean, but he has like a cultural. That is kind of hard to like even put anybody above him.
Because he really did that.
He really did that.
Who y'all
But
talking
there is
about?
a close
Meek.
Okay, I was just making sure.
There is a close one. There's a close one from Philly. I put almost next to the Dreams and Nightmares.
Ooh.
Freeway, What We Do.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
It's right there.
Yes.
I don't know if it supersedes it, but it's right there.
But why would it not supersede it?
That Dreams and Nightmares, bro, is like, it's annoying how great it is.
But it is a great record,
It's
but I think
annoying.
people are tired of it. When What We Do come on, nobody's tired of it.
That would be so hard.
Nobody is tired of What We Do. And it's been out since what, 2002? Something like
It's
that?
a long
2003?
time, yeah.
That's an amazing record, bro.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
The video I always think about is old girl at the
Kamala at the
Philly.
Philly game.
That wasn't Kamala.
That was
nigga.
Kamala.
No, it wasn't.
We cause we get post editing, I'm gonna make sure they pull that bitch up. Kamala was in the stands.
Was that that was a Sixers game, right?
It was a Sixers game. She from Philly or no?
Nah. She from I thought she was from like California somewhere.
Kamala should have won the election off of rapping that shit at the Philly game alone.
So we saying Meek from Philly?
I say
I mean,
Dreams and
he's
Nightmares, yeah.
really the front runner. Who
Yeah.
from Buffalo? You gotta say Benny.
You said
Yeah,
who,
Benny Butcher.
Yeah.
You gotta say Benny because ain't
Benny.
nobody else from up that way unless you
Nope.
put Rick James up there, but he.
Rick James from Buffalo?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I didn't know that.
You dug in your bank for that one.
Nigga, I seen the documentary. First of all, the documentary is amazing. If y'all ever get a chance to watch it on, I think it's on HBO Max. The Rick James documentary. He was an amazing musician. Played 4 or 5 different instruments. He sang, he wrote. Like, He did everything, but I guess dance. But even still, he was like one of the greatest. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? Shit. So that's what Philly, Buffalo.
And KC ain't,
Kansas
to
City?
me ain't got nothing but one person.
Who from KC?
Tech Nine.
No, that's Milwaukee. Tech Nine is from Kansas City. God damn.
That's like literally the only one.
The only person I can
Like-
think of from KC. They got a super producer in Jay White though, but yeah, Tech Nine is the only person I can think of.
Okay.
From KC. So if that's the board, I feel like it's already
Ew.
kind of like
Yeah, that's trash.
that's trash.
It is. So who was the fourth? So we got Meek, Tech Nine, Benny.
I mean, the fourth would have been from the team that got eliminated, and that's Washington, right?
Oh, okay.
I mean, and DC,
You gotta go Wale.
I'm going Gold Link.
What? Gold,
Who? Oh, the song.
Gold Link?
The song Golding. Yes, absolutely.
She see money all around
Yeah.
me. What?
But Golding not from DC
He
though.
is definitely from DC.
He is? Oh, okay.
Definitely from DC, yeah.
I was just
I
thinking.
mean,
That song-
about
that
Wale,
song is crack.
Wale, but that is
That's what he said, Wale.
But what song from Wale? Gotta go Lotus.
Lotus Flower on.
Yeah.
Niggas ain't trying to be in love and war. Like,
That's an amazing record.
Ooh, that's the problem.
No
We need to go
hands.
Lotus.
No
No
hands,
hands.
nigga.
No hands.
Then
Oh,
that
yeah,
means
yeah.
we got to bring
Okay.
the people that's on that song.
You're right. You're right. You're
Hey.
right.
Walker gonna show up in his Trump hat.
Oh my gosh.
Are you close with him? Is he okay?
What you see is what you get.
I seen her. She roll her eyes at me real hard.
What you see is what you get, people.
I love Walker too, though. But
I love him too.
I just don't understand the angle. What is he doing?
What you see is what you get, people.
And I mean double down too.
Triple. He been doing that since the whole.
A very
And I
long
get
time.
it. You know when
What do
he's-
you get? Please explain.
I understand. I understand why he's doing it. Like he's an antagonist, so he wants to continue to antagonize people and double down on his point that the country is in a better financial position with Trump as the head. I don't agree with that, but only time will tell. So whatever. Prayers to Walker because I don't think he's okay.
This nigga said prayers.
He's for real, man. He be tripping. I don't get it.
Post-production, y'all just zoom in on my face.
Speaking
the
of
clip.
Trump, so how do we feel about all of the black artists that performed at the inauguration ceremony, pre-party, whatever the fuck that shit was?
Ooh.
Dead silence.
Because I could see both sides.
Me too.
I definitely can see both sides. Like, I can't sit there and the only thing that I will say though is it's hilarious that doubled down the way he did and said all that shit that he said, and for them to be able to put that side by side
Yes.
was just that was a nasty one.
Yeah, because it just showed a lot of hypocrisy.
Yes. He talking about shucking and jiving. Like,
And he said, and then whenever he look in the camera and like be cursing at the camera, like that's how you know he's serious. And then the
to
very
put that,
next
swipe. Ooh.
Oh man, I do. But so the ticket was heavy. Like you're talking
Oh,
$1.5 million
absolutely.
for what? 15 minutes?
That
maybe?
was the performance fee?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, that's what Nelly said. I don't know.
That's probably
What-
some cap, but either way,
I don't know.
$750 was.
But even still, like we talking presidential campaign. They got the money.
Yeah.
I don't see Nelly coming out of the bed for less than $5.
100.
Yeah. Because he's a legacy act. He got the records. People know the songs. And if I'm going to sacrifice my reputation or like whatever it is, he's like, are you going to pay me? Double. So
I don't see
1.5.
him getting. I don't see him getting more than $750.
Hmm.
So if they pay him more than $750, that's on them. But I don't.
But it's 15 minutes though.
yeah.
There's nowhere you can work in the
Now
United States of
probably
America.
got an M. I can
I
see
can see
getting
it.
an
Oh,
M
for sure.
For sure.
Yeah.
And if he, I hope he's not too old to where he forgot what he said. I hope somebody on his team reminded him that he said some shit like that,
Mm-hmm.
so that he, you know what I mean.
He normally comes back
Did
and
he
apologizes.
ever say anything?
No. I don't
All
think
of them-
Nelly was the only one that
I
addressed.
saw Nelly's clip.
All of them, I didn't hear Ross.
Oh, he's not going to say nothing. Yes.
And for him to do all that white boy shit with Drake and him to turn around and hop on his big ass on that stage.
But that just go to show you how everybody has a price.
Everybody has a
Everybody
price,
has-
but
thank
but the
you.
thing
Thank you.
is like I see both sides too, right?
Right.
But that's why I could respect Soulja Boy. He talked all the shit in the video, and the turnaround is like, I ain't gonna hold you. I need the money. So I can respect that. What I can't respect is the Nelly of it. We never heard you be political in your career. So, sir, you could hold all that shit. If you want to call a spade, there's no brand or reputation to be hurt, because who's pressing play on Country Grammar in 2025?
Come on.
Secondarily, if you want to call a spade, he's making country music at this point. So the crowd that he wants to appease is the crowd that he performed in front of. So he's not taking no hit at the end of the day. If anything, he's emboldening the people that he's trying to put out music for, you know? And thirdly, that side-by-side clip of bro, like, what made it worse was Elon retweeted it and said, it's funny how things change. For me, it's sickening, because at the end of the day, they're like, they're really laughing at us.
Yeah.
So yeah, everybody got a price, but where do we draw the line for those that have money and have morality at the same time? Like, where is your line of standing upon something?
Is it an artist? Is it an artist's responsibility for them to be politically inclined?
No, I don't think so at all. But it is. But before you're an artist, you're a black person, and you're a part of a greater community. And if you're a part of this greater community, where do you draw the line to stand upon something as a figure in this community? That's the question. It's not your role to, at the end of the day, hold some high regard, but you're a member of a greater community. So it's the same as I said when they go to repeal, they're trying to repeal FEMA, and how it's going to fuck up the Southeast. And the Southeast is full of red states. Your red state can't protect you from the fact that when a hurricane hits, FEMA is not going to be there to help you out. It's the same thing. You a nigga that raps. So you supposed to be removed from things that marginalize niggas?
Yeah.
No.
Right.
So yeah, I can't go for it. Yeah, there's got to be a line. And if it ain't a line for you, then it speaks volumes where there's silence.
I can agree with that.
Well, yeah, say you still a nigga in the coop.
Still a nigga.
Yep.
Don't ever forget that.
He's been pretty quiet.
Who yet?
I think he's in love with North and her doing music, and I love it. I think
I do
North
too.
has brought him back. I think that's gonna be something that is, to look forward to.
Yeah.
For real.
He's definitely shied away from being in the public eye. North sounds good too.
North has it.
Yeah.
That little girl has it.
Yeah. So I'm happy about that. And shoot, if I was worth $2.7 billion, I wouldn't talk too much either.
That's what it has to be though, because you got to know he's has a lot to say.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? But that's what I was thinking about him the other day, and I said that. I was like, his daughter is bringing him back to life.
And maybe he's waiting to put it all in the music. I think I seen Ty talk about how Vulture, they doing another Vultures.
Are you here for a new Kanye project or a new Vultures?
I would much rather a solo Kanye project. Me personally, I like the second one. The second one was okay. It was some records on the first one too, but the second one I played it more than the first one. The Vultures 3, I'm not really sure.
I haven't played a Kanye project in full and enjoyed it since Life of Pablo. It just is what it is, bro. I'm not really here for it anymore. I love him forever and always. A nigga wanted to be Kanye in fucking high school with the polos, the knockoff Louis backpack, and the collar flipped.
I definitely had a fake Louis.
But
he's one of one.
He's a staple. He's a legend. He's an icon. But in 2025, it's nothing really like innovative or drawing for me personally.
We're not gonna miss it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I see that. I can see that. What's up with your boy, man? DJ Whackademiks.
You ain't seen all that shit that transpired with him over the past few days?
I seen the comments he made about the little 15-year-old kid.
It wasn't even about. It was two.
Yeah.
So basically, he was in a stream with this young. It was a bunch of people that were in a live stream.
Oh, the kid was in the stream.
The kid was in the live stream.
Okay.
And they were playing the game, and it's Ak and 4 or 5 other grown ass men, and the conversation was around oh, you don't get no hoes, or you ain't fucking nobody. Mind you, the kid's 15. You ain't fucking nothing, or what you mean this ain't third? And then the other popular streamer, Max, our black boy Max, they brought him up because the kid fucks with him, or he likes him.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, you want to hang with Max? What if he was a girl and he would you let him fuck? Would you let him fuck?
This what Akademiks said?
This is what
asked him that.
Akademiks is
He's a
verbatimly
fucking
saying.
weirdo.
You know?
No, this nigga wild.
He's a fucking let's be for real
He
here.
is. I hate him. I don't hate too many people.
Thank you.
I hate him. I really do. I hate him.
Like we platformed that bitch ass nigga.
Yeah.
Like that
Like
is
on
crazy.
God. On God.
And
I just don't like that he's
series of-
Teflon, it seemed like.
It's been
No,
a
the
series
bitch doesn't
of-
come out the house.
That too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like-
It's been a series of. I can't wait till the day Freddie Gibbs run into him. I think Freddie been
No, I
looking for
can't
him
wait
the
till the
longest.
day somebody from Atlanta get a hold of him because he didn't start a lot of bullshit and threw a lot of rocks and
Held his
he don't
hand,
come out the house.
Yeah.
Somebody gonna get him.
I'm waiting for the law to get him. It's too much.
Oh yeah, we do still have that.
There's pending cases
Yeah.
with
God
all
is
kinds
good.
of, I'm just, God, come on, let's go
Let's
and
do
expedite this.
Let's do it.
Because
That is a
it ain't even that the
cancer.
nigga need to be canceled. He need to be fucking
Eliminated.
Period.
Completely.
because there's nothing remorseful. Like even with this situation with the little boy, like he goes on his live.
Weirdo.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's like, he never apologized to the kid. Matter of fact, I just seen when I was scrolling earlier today, the kid had retweeted that Ak had blocked him.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, bro, you're on camera saying these things to a 15-year-old child. Like, and you're not remorseful. You're not apologetic about it. Matter of fact, you're like standing on the fact that like, oh, I know it came across wild, but there's no context needed to say the things that you said to a 15-year-old boy.
Who's backing him? Like, is he independent?
It's him. It's just him. And that's why he acts the way he acts. Because he feels like, I got it out the mud. It's me. I don't got to answer to nobody. Ain't nobody going to touch me. Like,
You got to give it to the fuck nigga, though. He really...
I ain't giving him shit. I ain't giving him a bitch ass thing.
The fact that he is able to do this and nothing has happened to him, like none of his platforms have been taken down or canceled or anything like that. Like you say, he don't come out the house, so it ain't like nobody gonna really run into him in real life.
Tap dances on the line.
Yeah,
Like literally
like,
for a
I'm
living.
really curious about how he's able to continue and keep this thing going.
it's because it's him. He doesn't, his platform isn't with anybody else. It's his, at the end of the day.
But even with like when he's on Twitch and he's on all these other platforms, like if you start to say certain things, like they take your platform.
Yeah.
So that's that kind of like what I'm speaking to, because I think did Kai Cenat have an issue?
Kai Cenat did have an issue at one
all
time.
of these other people are having issues. This nigga talking about fucking kids, bro. Like
And
how
still is here.
How is this
Still-
happening? But yeah, that's enough on him. Like I'm with you. Like he's truly a bitch ass nigga.
Akademiks is a bitch.
And then, and speaking with him too, did you see the conversation between him and Glasses Malone when they was talking about Drake?
Mm-mm.
Did you see that? So basically, Glasses was explaining to Ak how Drake is not of culture, which is why when he went up against Dot, culturally and lyrically and musically, he lost.
Mm-hmm.
So he started pretty much breaking down. He was like, some of the points that he was making was, Drake is a guy. Drake is a black man. His father is black from Memphis, whatever.
Yeah.
But he was raised as a Jewish man. He was raised with his mom, his white mom, in Toronto.
In Canada.
In
too.
Canada, he was surrounded by music and film, but he wasn't raised of culture. And Ak was trying to compare other people. Like if Drake would have went up against other artists, it would have went the same way, and that's not necessarily what Glasses was saying. But it was a very interesting conversation. I thought maybe you had checked it out, but if you get some time, check it out, because Glasses really broke down why Kendrick really won. He was just like, it was a culture thing. Drake is not a culture. He appropriates the culture. Like he hops on different records and he makes music with certain artists from different places, to gain his position in rap. But when he went up against somebody who is really, really from the culture,
solidly of and represents the culture,
the street, gang culture, black culture, what have you, he lost. And he lost very, very badly. But this happened with Pusha too.
Yeah.
And Pusha is of culture. You know what I'm saying?
Super of culture.
So it's like, but he beat Common.
It's a hierarchy.
And I love Common, man. I like Common a lot, but it's the only other person we can say he beat Meek. Meek was of culture, but that was a different animal.
Which is crazy because Meek was pretty big at that time, But
yeah, he was on top of his game. He was dating
Nicki.
Nicki.
Nicki. But the rebound was great too when I think about it though, because Dreams and Nightmares was post the whole Drake beef, right?
No,
It wasn't?
Way before.
Championships, the album was post the beat though. And that was Grammy nominated. So
because he was on Championship.
Yeah, Going Bad was off of that project. Yeah. So Meek rebounded. I don't know where he became, as you said, the village idiot along the way.
Idiot. That's so bad. I saw that on Twitter and it stuck because
I be feeling bad for bro sometimes because it's like
I don't, because I just wish people need to shut the fuck up. Like,
no,
that's
there's a
been
lot of times he should just shut the fuck up.
And then can somebody else just have his account? So like, let him get it off and then delete that shit immediately.
He typed faster than he think.
Oh my god! I know.
feel
I
like
think
if
that's
Meek
him.
breathed-
No, I think he just.
I think he's really smart. He one of them people that just don't know how to articulate.
No.
He can't articulate it.
I think he's really that.
I feel like if Meek breathed, the timeline gonna be like, oh, this nigga.
They really hate it. But the crazy part about it is, if you take away the grammatical errors and all of that other stuff, if you break down what he's saying, he be saying some real shit.
It be some real
He be
shit.
saying some real shit.
When? Because it seems like everything that goes viral I see is like, you're an idiot. Like, what are you saying?
I'm telling you,
I promise I tried.
He's one of those people, he type faster than he think. I think if he had somebody to
Maybe.
just send his texts for him and tweets, it will go way better than what it's going now. I promise. Like, Meek be making sense, but I think we just too far down the road for him to come back. Like, it's just like the whole Act conversation. Act has done too much weird shit that like people like us are never gonna fuck with him.
Point.
And is it true Drake he's never met Drake with all the glazing that has happened? He's never
I
met
find
him.
that hard to believe.
I just saw
said
that.
that?
I want to say I just saw that recently, like maybe last month.
That make it worse.
They've
That
never
makes it so worse.
met each other.
It worse.
That's disgusting.
It's very, that's my man, and I'm gonna stick beside him. Like, that's exactly what that shit give, bro. He even rapping this, right? Like this whole like him talking to the 15-year-old kid doing that shit. He's gone as far to say like the only people that feel away are like weird Kendrick fans.
Yeah.
Bro, this
No.
shit ain't got nothing to do with
Yeah, but
Kendrick or Drake.
But did y'all realize like I realized something was really, really wrong when the whole him and Saucy Santana thing happened and the way he bitched up so quick and didn't have anything to say to Saucy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like he let Saucy mutilate him. I was like, oh, something's wrong with Buddy. Like,
Yeah.
he got some skeleton. It's some shit going on with him.
Have you seen Santana in person?
No, I've
That's
never
a big
seen
nigga.
him. I've
a big nigga.
never seen him.
He like 6'5", like 6'4", 6'5", something like that. I see him all the time.
So you feel like that's why
You
he
see
bitched
him
up?
or you see
'Cause he-
Ross?
I seen Santana at least 3 times.
You see him or Ross?
He
Potato,
trying to
potato.
be funny. I'm not going to dignify that with a response.
That's hilarious.
But I feel like he only bully people he can bully.
I've never seen the two of them in the same room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't try Ross like that, bro. Don't do it. Do we?
That nigga is not off his pivot.
No. I was thinking about my next point. Do we? Is Atlanta still at the top of the rap game?
Oh,
You think?
God, are you asking me?
Yes.
I'm
I want to know.
So hurt.
You think the reign is over? And the reason why I'm asking is because I
I'm
think
so
Future just announced that he is coming out with another project. And Teddy, I seen one of your tweets.
What did Teddy say?
Basically that where nobody was really excited for future projects anymore. I'm paraphrasing, of course, but like I guess not the mystique, but the excitement of a future record or future projects just isn't the same anymore. And that just led me to think about other artists like
Stab me
who's
on my side a little bit.
yeah. Cause then you got niggas, you got niggas who got beat up, now they best friends now. It's crazy.
It's just more so a thing of saturation for me, bro. Like it's
I ain't
just
touching that.
too much.
We can't talk about that? I
Yeah,
wanted to
we can
ask you
talk
that.
about it,
Okay, all right,
but
good.
we-
Because
Oh,
I got a
Lord.
question. But go ahead, keep going, Teddy.
I just said it's a thing of saturation. I think it's too much music, and it's too much music from someone where like the sound is not diverse or innovative. So it's like I know what a future song or project gonna sound like before that shit even hit.
No,
Apple Music
we
to me.
still don't trust you was completely, totally him out of the box. Like Tro did that. I don't understand why people are saying that when we have that baby sitting right there. Come on,
That's
Teddy,
a great
give it to me.
record.
I can't
It's
even remember.
beautiful.
It is.
I'm trying
It's
to
a great
remember
record.
the last future project like I really like enjoyed and lived. It definitely was neither one of the three
What?
that came out last year. I didn't even listen to the
you
last
like
one
Hendrix?
at all. I love Hendrix.
Hendrix is dope.
Hendrix is, but I like R&B Future.
Yeah,
anyways.
that's why I brought it up.
So
Yeah.
how could you not? So you did not like We Still Don't Trust You, or you just didn't really get
By
into
the time
it?
We Still Don't Trust You came out, I just was not there at all. That was Bryson
Maybe
was
you
out,
should go
Party was
back.
out. I'm like,
I
I'm
could've
not
did without-
listening.
Maybe you should just go back and visit that one.
I could have did without the second one.
Just that one. What?
I could have did without the second one.
That's
The first
what I'm
one.
talking about.
No, We Don't Trust You. I like that record.
No, We Still Don't Trust You is that.
Okay.
That's the one with Cole on it,
Nigga.
right?
Yes, Red Leather.
Yeah.
So good.
Mm.
Metro. I feel like Metro took him so far out of the box that Southside and them had to be like, hey, come on, we gotta, you know what I mean? Like, we gotta do the nigga shit. Like, come on. That's where mixtape Pluto, they should have let that breathe a little bit longer, in my opinion.
Okay.
But it's class. I know what do we call, if we have, is it the Future Hive? What do we call Future's people? Because that's what I'm surrounded by.
Future does have a hype because I'm
He
in it.
definitely has a
And
hype.
For sure.
Yeah.
But that mixtape Pluto, that last one, it gave them their fix.
I know, because once I heard people going up to this song where he mumbling,
Yeah.
I
Like, you
hate
really
that
want in there?
I'm tapped out. I'm
I hate
like,
that
I
song.
don't get it. I don't get it, y'all. And people were going on Twitter and be like, if you from Atlanta, you really know what this is.
Yeah.
Do you?
I don't even know how I would have acted in the studio. Like, I promise you, we probably would have had a knockdown, drag out fight when it was time to sequence, and they was trying to put that up. And I would have been wrong. You get what I'm saying? Because the people loved it, but you really in that motherfucker geeked out your mind. Like,
I need more Too Fast. Like, Too Fast is my record. And off the first listen, when I heard the mixtape, I was like, oh yeah, this it.
y'all know it was Lost My Dog for me.
Yeah.
ATL Jacob.
Yeah.
Jacob and Future together, they just have like it's a different thing. And I love it.
I say overall though, like, no, to like the original question, I don't think Atlanta runs rap no more.
Who is it?
I don't think
Thanks,
that
that's okay.
anybody runs rap.
That shit is all over the goddamn
I think
place.
that rap is now, because of the internet, like different regions have their sounds and their popularity.
Okay.
Like, I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, Atlanta runs rap when New York was like the hottest thing like in 2024 with Sexy Drill. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like Memphis ain't been running shit for a very long time.
Memphis been
We're
knocking
not going to pretend
yeah.
like Boss Man D-Lo isn't from Florida and was the biggest rapper like in the beginning of 2024 almost through the rest of the year.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Dallas got the wave now. Cali, period, makes the best albums out of any like state in this country.
Yep.
So it's like, I just don't think that, what's the word? I don't think Atlanta monopolizes
There we go.
the popularity of rap in the U.S.
Come
anymore.
on, fam, you education. All
There
right.
we go. Perfect word. That was a perfect word. Yep.
So back to my other question. How do we feel about that? So, and I'm gonna say this too, because me personally, I love Young LA when he came out. Like, I liked it better when he was with Grand Hustle. I think he was a better fit over there. You know, Ain't I still one of the hardest records to come out of the town?
That is so Atlanta.
You know what I'm
Futuristic
saying?
love, my
So
shit.
Atlanta.
All of that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I just don't see how they thought this through all the way. Like, I get it. Patching up old beefs and stuff like that, that's great. I think as men, we make mistakes, we lose our tempers, and we go through life and we try to mend our wrongs, right? I just don't know if I want to hear any music from the two of them. Does anybody have
This
a
Young
comment?
LA and who?
And Alley Boy?
Oh, I have seen them on like a little soft press run. Yeah, they ain't.
Oh, it ain't soft. They've been everywhere. Man, they've been on
nothing
Dirty
soft
Glove
about that
Bastards. They
shit.
done been on 2 other platforms. Like they're really packaging and selling it like, yeah, we cool now. We gonna start making music. And I just think that they probably should have just left that alone. Be cool, patch it up. You know what I'm saying? But I know one thing: you beat me up on camera, we never talking again, and we fighting every time I see you.
I honestly think that I just attribute it to Atlanta losing so many artists and so many different ways that the crews and people behind the scene and all that, however they orchestrated that.
That
But
makes
I
sense.
do agree with you as far as I don't know how excited people are for that.
Yeah.
In the studio type shit.
Right.
But I could when you see it, it's like, oh, okay, I get it.
Yeah.
Like you said, men are men or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But
And I don't think the new kids really know the history either.
the new kids don't give a fuck.
They don't. Like
They looking at LA, young LA, like,
who the fuck is this?
man, what? I just saw some shit last night.
I don't even really know the history. I know the records by LA, and I just remember Alley Boy when I first moved to Atlanta, and like him and that whole DTE was just fucking terrifying to me. Like when they used to be over there, I think they call it the hole. They used to be over there filming and shit like that, and then he'd be like, "What do you niggas can't come to goddamn Atlanta without shaking in the motherfucker?" I was like, "Boy, yeah." I'm like, okay, well, I guess that's a place in Atlanta I don't need to be. So yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Big Bank Black. That is the Godfather.
Yeah. Okay. Any closing remarks, ma'am?
That wasn't bad at all. Okay.
What you mean? Yeah.
Y'all gonna make me have to get political.
Of course not.
Just no, not any really. Just free that guy Longway.
For
We
sure.
love you. Nah, and shout out to the city. We were talking about Young LA, so I gotta say happy birthday, DJ Plug, because that that's his guy.
Okay.
But yeah, I enjoyed this.
We really
you guys
appreciate
for
your
having
time.
Nah, I appreciate you pushing up.
We have a final segment. It's called Shit You Said. So typically what we do is we pull a tweet from each other that we've said over the course of the week or in the past. And we read it live, and then we ask the other person, what type of headspace they were in at the time that they tweeted this.
I don't say too much shit, so come on.
Yeah, I couldn't find nothing on you.
Yeah, especially now. I'll shut
You
up.
want to go first, Eddie?
Yeah. So let's see here.
I'm scared.
Oh yeah. So you had tweeted. This nigga was like, the day Santana realizes he's really a man is going to change his life forever.
Hey, listen.
When did he say that?
Today.
He said that today. And I just was like, I was scrolling and I saw that shit and I just hung my head and I kept on scrolling.
Bro.
I was like, wait.
Has anybody see y'all haven't seen him? I think that's what it is. Like on the internet, it's different. Seeing this nigga in person, it's just like, yo, you really think you a girl? He like 6'4", he got a BBL, nails out to here, hair, makeup, with a chin strap beard. And nobody else sees this as a problem. I blame women.
No, I honestly, like, when I managed Tammy, it was, I felt crazy because it was like, what the fuck is this shit? Like, literally, no, these are big ass linebacker ass men.
Dog.
And like, we're going there to get styled, the nails. Like, it made me, and I'm coming fresh out the trap with Pee Wee.
Yes.
And like, and I'm supposed to just sit, you get what I'm saying? And I learned how to do it. I had to learn quickly, but how is this shit? I don't know. I don't want to say how's it okay, but like, whoa.
And I'm all for freedom of expression.
Right.
I like for people to be who they are. That's great.
That shit is startling
That
though,
shit is a
y'all.
circus though. Like, come on, bro.
It takes some getting used to.
And then for him,
You think he don't think that because
it's
out
no
his
way.
circle. Yeah, his circle. He treat him
he's
like.
surrounded by number girls. Like he's around,
I feel like
Miami.
he know he a nigga when it's time to beef because the way he wrapped up
No,
Buddy.
Of course.
he knows he's a nigga when it's time to beef because I remember when the whole academic shit was
Yes.
going on.
Ooh-wee.
He was ready to fuck a
I
nigga
think that's the
up.
only time I seen him like go. Didn't he go deep voice?
He
and
did.
everything?
Yes.
But
He
punks,
was-
they can fight though. Like,
Oh, yes.
they get down. You know what I'm saying? Like coming from Miami and growing up, the punks that
Oh,
I
yeah,
grew
you
up
from
around,
Miami,
yeah, they got hands and they'll get with you. Like so.
I mean, they almost have to, don't they?
Yeah.
What Celie said?
Just-
I've been
All my
fighting my
life.
whole life.
my whole life.
Nigga, that was Miss Sophia.
All my
Oh.
life.
See, this
Look,
why
I'm
you
young,
need
bro.
to be. This is why you need to be older.
There you go. I'm
This
young.
is why you need to be older, okay? All right, you said I actually got 2 tweets from you, but
Oh my
I'm
God.
only do one. Let me see. It was actually you said, all right. So you said, I believe if people abided by the 3 F's, the world would be a much better place. If you're not feeding, financing, fucking, then you and your opinion don't fucking matter. Where did that come from?
I don't know what the specific instance was, but I mean, in general, that's how I feel.
Mm-hmm.
What was it? Feeding, fucking.
The 3 F's are
Finance.
if you're not feeding me, if you're not fucking me, or you're not financing me, then like, what you say don't fucking matter at all.
Yeah.
I think it was around like the time of the whole thing with like Shorty, speaking of Santana, what's her name with Kaya? T.S. Madison.
Okay.
They were talking to her like TMZ was talking to T.S. Madison in the street and asking her about like Trump and the stuff he was like, you know, removing with regards to like transgenders, this, that, and the third. And she was giving her opinion on it. And I was just like, there's so many people in this world, like, and we really live like independent lives. You don't know what's going on with the person to the left or right of you. Mm-hmm. Like, I just know me personally, if it don't concern me, it don't concern me. Like,
everybody would just be like,
and Kendrick said it in a song, and it just resonates with me so much. It's like he says it's innate to mind my business.
Mm-hmm. That was in the tweet.
Yeah. That's why. I put it in the tweet.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So like that obviously, if I posted, like that's literally where I was with it. It's innate, like it's in me to mind my business. Like unless you're doing something just completely immoral or criminal or something like that. All this other shit, like how you get your money, who you fucking, who you loving, like
who you vote for,
who you voting for. Well, I can't go that far because that affects everybody. But a lot of this other stuff is just trivial, like, and it just don't like contribute to me and my like progressive way of living or my well-being, my health, like my spirituality. It don't got shit to do with it. So I wish, in a lack of better words, people felt more like that. Yeah. That's why I say.
We've gotten so far away from everybody has an opinion. Like your opinion has to resonate with the bulk of society for it to be right. That I just feel like that's the space that we're in now with social media. Everybody is just overly sensitive about things that don't matter in the grand scheme of things. You know what I'm saying? So again, like you said, feeding, fucking financing. Like that's really it. Like how you pay your bills, like who you talk to, you know what I'm saying? And how you make your money and how you eat. Like, that's it, man. So
I think somebody had threw some, that was another thing too. Someone was talking about like, I think it was a conversation around someone that was like an OnlyFans girl and like, oh, this and that. Like, bro, like, people make their money.
Nah, them hoes be tripping though.
I don't give a fuck, bro. Bills got to get paid and ain't nothing illegal about it. Ain't nothing illegal about it. So hoes get love too.
They do.
I love them. Well, I repost that video once a quarter from, you know who BFB the Pat Man is? The fat nigga from Detroit that be doing the funny raps.
I seen him.
The nigga be like, if you're not a hoe, you're not for me. Felt.
On that note, thank you so much, Shauna.
You're welcome.
For joining us. You know, it was a pleasure.
Yeah.
Of course, meeting you in person. And we wish you nothing but great things and success in the very near and far future.
Same.
Thank you.
For sure.
Thank you. Thank y'all for listening, man. It's Audio Dope Podcast. I'm your boy, way more fly than you.
Sadie, we out.
You were supposed to say your name.
Oh, Shauna Reed.